I spy a side bag over there. Look at that.
Oh, very nice.
You might spy a bag over
I
there.
do spy a bag.
Yeah, man, big fan. So I was actually at Coldfest.
Hell yeah.
So I've covered you guys maybe, what was it, Snitches Stitches? I covered Snitches Tour. I covered you. I covered at Cultfest at Eaton's Hill.
Yep.
Covered Half Living Things. I'm covering
Huge.
today.
Huge.
What was the last Half Living Things tour?
Yeah, you said that.
Half Living Things,
you were
yeah.
there.
Were you listening?
I'm trying, man. It's hot. My brain's fried.
Bro, it is hot, man. But no, honestly, you guys have been one of my favorite COVID-era finds.
yeah.
A friend of mine in Chicago, when you guys had just toured there, was like, you need to check these guys out. His name's Eric. I think he might have stayed on his floor or something. Like there was like a hotel
Probably.
issue in Chicago.
Yeah, look, there's a whole tour of that.
Yeah.
Shout out Eric, thank you so much. Yeah, look, COVID. I've said this a bunch of times, but I think any band that continued hustling during COVID is reaping the rewards.
For sure.
Like, we didn't want to slow down. We done everything we possibly could. We released an album. We done a pop-up shop at home. We couldn't play shows, so we were like, what can we do in COVID to continue being creative? And there was bands like Holding Absence had done the exact same thing, Thornhill, and all these bands now are just reaping the rewards. Some bands are like, let's take a break and see when it comes back.
Some people just were like, I'm just going to get a job.
Yeah.
Just stop being a band.
We didn't give up. We were like, no, like we've worked so hard to get here where we are now, and just because of this pandemic, let's look at it from a different angle. And as soon as the gates opened, we just went zip.
That's it. I think I remember it said that the Fortitude show, that's the biggest headline show you've ever played?
That place is huge.
Massive,
Of
eh?
course, it's the biggest we've ever done.
Yeah, that show was crazy. Like, again, you guys had like, it was Invent Animate, right?
Yeah.
And Throne.
And Devil Wears Prada.
Throne were insane. Devil
Yeah.
Wears Prada, that was such a good
Throne
show.
packed it out. You know, as soon as doors opened, the entire venue was full. It was incredible.
I got a
The
busted.
merch line was in the fucking, in the pit,
Yeah,
apparently.
the merch line made its way downstairs through the pit.
It was at the barrier.
Yeah. Oh
was
my
wild.
god.
Nah, I got a cooked knee and I just jumped in for Throne and I was just like 3 songs, I'm out. I can't handle it.
Yeah. I got a cooked knee, bro. We all got cooked knees. Cooked knee gang.
Cook me gang.
Yeah, that's it. So actually, bringing up Holding Absence, so I just talked to Lucas about 2 weeks ago.
Love
Hell
it.
yeah.
Because they're coming out for the You Me at 6 tour. And something I didn't talk to about with him, but I want to talk about with you guys, is the EP.
Hell yeah.
So how did you guys come about working with Holding Absence?
So we played an Impericon Fest with them in 2018. 18. Our first international... No, 19.
Yeah.
And our friend Rowan Donahue, that's from Brisbane, told us we need to check out this band Holding Absence. And he messaged them online and kind of bridged the connection there. And we hung out with them at the fest. We got along. We loved their band. They loved our band. Their guitarist's name's Scott. Our guitarist's name is Scott.
Match made in heaven.
And like we're two polar opposites.
Yeah.
But they're another band that thrived during COVID, releasing music, and the rise of both our bands were like neck and neck.
Yeah.
And it
I
kind
think
of...
Lucas messaged me and was like, hey, we have this split idea, and we had the exact same idea. We'd started hitting bands up for it, or brainstorming bands.
Yeah.
And he hit me up, and I'm like, bro, we're literally trying to do the same thing. And he's like, let's do it. And it was that easy. Like we both,
we both dropped albums in 2020, peak COVID, that we couldn't tour, and we had to stay relevant in 2021.
Not put an album out.
So, and we still needed to back our own album, but we couldn't put out more album music. So we both, stayed above ground by putting out new songs. And what better way than to collaborate with a band like Holding Absence? And I love those songs. Love the EP. It came out great. We haven't played shows with them.
Nope, we've tried so many times.
Lucas got on stage once at Download.
Yeah, literally 4 months ago we got to finally we both got to do the feature song, so Lucas came up with us and do
sick.
60 centimeters, and Lockie went over and did their song.
But our stage times almost clashed.
So none of us got to see it.
As soon as we finished, they started. So
we had a buggy waiting on
Lucas
stage.
jumped on a buggy to do our set, went straight back to his set. The second we stopped playing, there was a buggy waiting for Lockie to send him to their set, and we had to pack up and sort out our truck and everything.
It took 2 years to get the first one.
Yeah.
It was very, very cool.
So the UK, consider yourself lucky.
That's it. You guys are the only ones that get it, so...
Yep.
Now, Half Living Things obviously is the new record that come out. I was lucky enough to get an advanced copy and review it, and it fucking blew me away, man. It's such a good album.
Thank you.
There's one song on there in particular, the last track, Names not...
Ambivalence.
Ambivalence, that's right. That song, it's one of those songs where I didn't think you were capable of making that type of song. But it's my favourite song.
Hell yeah.
It's such a good song.
That song was lingering for quite a while. I think we wrote that.
There was so many versions of that song.
We almost wrote that during the Fault EP era.
In the COVID documentary we did.
Yeah, I put out a documentary in 2020 that I edited, and I needed a score for it. And Scotty's writing everything, and he's like, "Well, I've got this sad piano thing I've been working on," and it was perfect for the moment it transcends into the COVID lockdown situation part of the documentary. Ambivalence is in that. Yeah, and that dropped in 2021 maybe, that doco, and we've been sitting on it since then.
It was a 7-minute song, it was a 5-minute, there was 2 songs.
I think I fought really hard for it. I was like, we need to release it because I love it. And we finally worked on it, got it done, and yeah, I love it. It's great.
I'm so glad you did, because I think that's my favourite song on the record. Because again, that's the song that... It's the ones that you don't expect. The other ones that blow you away.
But it's one of those songs that we can't play at a place like this because it is a 5-minute song. It's a droney sort of,
We like energy for our live show.
Yeah, Good Things is an energetic
I don't know if we'll ever
show.
play it live, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But
so just enjoy listening to it.
Well, that's it. Enjoy it on the album.
Yeah.
Another song that's on the record is Sucks to Suck with Ice-T.
That is on the record, yeah.
Jesus Christ, how did that happen?
How'd that happen? I prepared a voice note for this, actually, in case we get asked. No.
You did.
Well, I did, but like, we prepared for press knowing that this would come up.
This would be the question. Honestly, the story itself isn't anything too exciting. We had someone else in mind that didn't end up working out, and Lockie was just brainstorming in a group chat, and Lockie was like, "What about we just get Ice-T?" And we were like, "Yeah, right."
Oh, you want to know some lore?
Yeah.
I was talking to Alex Petunia the other day. Earthender used to open with the SVU intro.
Really? I remember that. No, I fully, wow.
So Lockie's been on the Ice-T train for a long time.
But yeah, anyway, our manager knew his manager, and they talked, and he liked the song, and basically that's the whole story. He liked it. He said yes, and we did a video together, and it was.
And he was really grateful that a young band like us wanted to fuck with him.
Yeah.
Like, he expressed that when we hung out for the video shoot, and we're like, dude, of course you are a living
Ice-T,
legend.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. Like, that's the one thing where I'm just like, how did that happen?
Well, our main thing was we have a lot of friends in cool bands, and it's like I don't want to say they're easy to get, but we could just message them and be like, jump on a song. They'll be
Like on
yes.
Ambivalence.
Exactly. And
There's like 20 guest vocalists on that in the gang shouts near the end that are all our friends, band singers.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
But we didn't. If it's going to be a proper feature, it was like it has to stand out. It has to be like someone unattainable, or like that someone hasn't done.
But we didn't believe it at all when our manager said, "I think I've locked in Ice-T." We're like, nah. And
Great joke.
Then we had the recording. We're like, oh.
And we gave him no reference. We gave him blank space. We sent him our lyrics and just said, "Here's what the song's about. Talk shit."
Yeah, hectic.
And he said,
Yeah.
what's on the song?
And it blew our minds.
That's wild. Well, that's a good story to end on. So we'll wrap it up there. But no, thanks for taking the time out. Again, massive fan. Can't wait to see what you guys do in the future. You guys are the kings of the scene right now, I think.
Thanks so much for having
Blowing it
us.
up.
Thanks for talking.
Thanks so much.